Ethiopian food is a lot of stews and stir fries. We have some mild and some spicy dishes. Traditionally, it's finger food. All the food is dished out on a big platter. You tear a piece of the bread, you throw it over the morsels, roll it, and put it in your mouth. It signifies friendship, and you eat together, and you also feed each other. And that means real closeness and friendship. We do have a lot of newcomers, and we usually suggest the chef's combination, which gives them a variety of vegetables and meat entrees. A lot of vegetarian stews, lentils, split peas, spinach, cabbages. They are all stews with different spices. Once you get used to it, it's very hard not to eat it.
So Julie, you love the communal cuisine at Addis Abeba. Tell us why you chose it.
For many reasons. I think that, number one, the food. It's phenomenal. I've never had a bad meal there anytime I've gone. It's always been excellent. But there's something about how it's served. The fact that you just have a big plate and everyone is eating from the same plate of food. It's so intimate, and I love that about going there. And it's just, for me, eating is an intimate experience, and dining together, there's something about that brings people close together. And so when you're sharing a plate of food, it just makes that experience that much more intense.
I kind of had a little reverse opposite of that. They have a wall of mirrors, and I was like, this is going to be a problem for me. And
do you have like a phobia of mirrors, or?
No. It's just something about as watching myself eat. I don't know.
Was it a problem enough to where it just affected your experience?
A little bit during the meal.
Because I mean, you're a pretty attractive guy. I mean, it's not that. I'm married, so you know.
Wow. Yeah. We were sitting there, and it just was. She came. We got the honey wine, which was very different. It was really sweet, and I actually enjoyed that. But I wasn't expecting the whole big plate of food. Like, I got to eat with my own plate. I don't know.
Yes.
It's just.
Well, some people are very specific about that. And
yes.
At an Ethiopian restaurant, they do bring it out on the same plate, and that's part of, you're saying, the communal experience of where you're sharing. You know, and they're adamant about, they have the no fork.
Yes. Yes, and that was a whole nother trip right there. Because I was sitting there, and I'm like, so what do we, because she had prior experience with Ethiopian food. And she's like, yeah, they're going to bring out this bread. I was like, you got to eat with our hands for real? And I guess I did. The next thing you know, you're just like, okay, time to cram things in your mouth with your hands.
My wife made me wash my hands twice.
Yeah, I kept antibacterial soap in my pocket.
And you went with your wife, and was it romantic?
Oh, we share anyway. I mean, whenever we go to a restaurant, we share things off of each other's plates. Usually we feed each other with a fork going in. I mean, after 25 years of marriage, we're still romantic. This is something. I had the chef's special, or the chef's combination. I didn't know what to order. I had absolutely no idea about Ethiopian food or what it was going to taste like, other than the, I guess you'd call it a samosa, but they call it something different.
Sambusa.
Yes, and that was marvelous. It was really delicious.
How'd you like the flavor of the injera bread?
That was unusual. Yeah. I was expecting something a little more in the neighborhood of naan, but it was kind of a soft thing.
Yeah, and it has a little tartness to it. The bubbles seems like it's almost fermented.
Sour, almost.
Julie, how would you describe Ethiopian food? Somebody's never had it.
Well, being a vegetarian, I can only really describe the vegetable side of it very well. But it's a combination of different types of stews using fresh vegetables, lentils, chickpeas. So it's a combination of grains and vegetables for the most part. On the meat side, what I do know is that you have chicken, beef, fish options, and that you can have it cooked to a variety of heat levels. So if you like things mild, you can get mild if you want. If you like it spicy, you can have it spicy.
So, I mean, Adam, did you like the flavor of the food at least?
The flavor was fine. The food was not that bad. It's just, I think, the whole eating with the hands and the mirror, like, And it was really dark, so when we actually left the restaurant, we're like, it was like maybe 8 o'clock and and it was still light outside, and we were just like, we thought it was like nighttime. We were like, it's time for bed.
Well, Julie, we know about the mirrors, but what does the rest of the restaurant look like?
I wasn't freaked out by the mirrors. I don't know. It's not an issue for me. But it's kind of contemporary looking, very clean lines. There's one of the walls has a long bench that goes the length of the restaurant, and so that's kind of nice to sit along there. And there's pillows.
Did anybody try the supercharged Ethiopian coffee?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Whoa. They should put a warning on it. You should not have it at dinner. You'll be awake till 4 in the morning. But there's actually a great connection with coffee in Ethiopian culture, and you brew a pot and you sit around and you gossip and discuss politics, and it's an integral part of the culture. So it seems like they really like to just like sit around and talk and eat together and just do everything together. Right. I think it's great. All right, Julie, Addis Abeba was your selection. Give us a summary.
Amazing food with a unique twist, unlike anything you'll find in the city, and just great value.
Right. Ken?
I think it was great value too. It's the sort of place that you really owe it yourself to go to at least once. And if you don't, you're missing a big thing.
All right. Adam?
Besides some of the environment and the eating with my hands problem, and I thought it was a little overpriced, but that's just me. But the food was all right. So I don't know if I'll be trying Ethiopian food again. I don't know if I'm going to try it technically at that restaurant.
Well, you can try the Injera more at Addis Abeba, 322 Chicago Avenue in Evanston, 847-328-5411. They're open for lunch and dinner every day. Reservations are accepted. And the average tab per person without drinks is $17.